Hey yo people, I'm WhiteBladeZero, and if you don't know me, I don't blame you. So, doing another artistic type of video, and this time having music playing in the background. I'm pretty sure I turned it down low enough this time. I've done a few tests to make sure it works right. So, hopefully I didn't screw myself up. But, either way, this time, I'm doing my little cinnamon bun character, Pearl the Squirrel. This is her. So, this is what the pictures, this is the sketch of it. So, let's just not dilly-dally and get right to it. The thing I just realized I should have done was make sure that my pen was working. I should have done that first. Come on. Come on, I just plugged it in. Come on. Oh, of course it doesn't work. I didn't plug it in the computer. Stupid me. Okay. That should do it. That's better. There it is. Okay. That's more like it. That's more like it. Those people driving out there at this time of night. Yeah, I'm starting a little bit late this time, at least for me, but to you it could be any time of day. Now, I bet you're wondering what's going on with this picture. Well, this one's gonna be kind of seasonal. That should be a big giveaway as to what's happening. But, well, let's take a look at the sketch again. Now you notice what date it is, yes? And it's getting close to a certain time. Certain holiday for some of us. I think it's mostly a United States thing, so anyone overseas watching this, I apologize if this bothers you. But, yeah, think of that what you will. It's technically a joke, but kind of a cute one too. I'll tell you what it is when this is finished, but not a moment sooner, okay? I want to make this a fun little game for everybody. I want to see if you guys can figure it out. I'm probably going to try and premiere this one this time to see if that works. Actually, I think I premiered the last one with Demaza. I'm pretty sure of that. Either way, I don't know why I'm doing the whole round tones thing. But it is what it is, I suppose. Alright. It's been a while since I was last on this old PC of mine. Well, I mean, it's not really old, but it's just been a while for me. So obviously my artistic skills, or reasonable facsimile thereof, may be a little bit on the rusty side. And that's what happens when you haven't been doing things for a long time. For those that have not been paying attention on my Twitter, in the beginning of November, I had dental surgery. 2 broken teeth and 2 wisdom teeth had to be removed. Yeah, it was not fun to say the least. Luckily, the operation was quick and relatively painless. I didn't feel anything during the whole thing. Of course, I was fast asleep when they did it. And fortunately, the recovery wasn't too bad, but it was a colossal pain trying to go on without eating solid foods for a while. I mean, seriously. I died of mainly just yogurt and pudding with a protein shake. Yeah, it's not bad, but after a bit, it gets hard to swallow. I don't know. That's just how it is for me. And as I expected, this is the instrumental version of Sonic Boom. Alright, I'm fine with that. Let me see here. I'm guessing you probably have some questions about Pearl the Squirrel, and why I think she's a little cinnamon bun. Well, when you're a little girl that's about 5 years old, she kind of can't. It's kind of hard not to consider her a cinnamon bun, at least in my opinion. She comes from the same era as Demaza, so she's more of a sequel character, not to be seen in the first story of Alpha Freedom. So, yeah. Basically, she has a very highly developed sense of taste and smell, but for some reason, she's unable to talk. It's not because she's mute, or, on the spectrum, I'll say. It's not that at all. Just for some reason, even though she has a voice, and no matter how hard her friends or caretakers, plus herself have tried, she just can't get any words out. She can make sounds and do gestures to communicate, but just can't form any syllables. No one knows what's up with that. Not even she knows. Frankly, she'd love to talk, but she just can't. It's unfortunate. And real quick, that big tail of hers? Yeah. This big honker right back here? Yeah. She can fly with that. So she's kind of like Tails, even though she only has one tail. But she can't fly for very long because A, it's one tail. B, she's very young. So C, she's also inexperienced with it. Which also means D, she does not have a lot of energy to stay in the air for long. She likes to fly every once in a while. I mean, she likes the sensation of it. But she knows she can't stay airborne for a long time. Being a kid, she gets tired pretty easily. Well, at least when it comes to trying to fly. But, thanks to her highly developed sense of taste and smell, she's a pretty dang good cook. She's actually cooked some pretty dang good meals for her friends and caretakers. In fact, where she lives now, she doesn't know who or where she doesn't know anything about her parents. That's because when she was born, apparently she got abducted by a strange alien race. Nobody knows who they were or why they took her, but they did. And for the first 4 years of her life, she lived with them and learned their ways. Yet for some reason, they couldn't speak either. It's kind of strange if you think about it. But at that time, something kind of, after about 4 years, something bad was happening on that planet, so they decided to send her back to Mobius. Which she ended up in the big city called Mobifornia, which is kind of a pun off of Mobius in California. That's where I got the name from. In any event, it crash landed in the middle of that park, and that's where a couple of people that would become her friends and caretakers had found her and decided to name her Pearl. Now, she's a good kid, don't get me wrong, as good kids go. She's kind of like a younger version of Cream, only she gets into a bit more trouble, I think. And she's very shy around strangers. If she meets people that are, brand new faces to her, chances are she'll probably run and hide. She doesn't like new faces. Especially since some strange scientist guys are trying to get a hold of her. Despite looking like a full-blown Mobian, they believe she's an alien and want to take her to their lab to examine or something. You know how some crazy scientist people are. They think they know everything and want to do whatever they want whenever they want. Kinda stupid if you ask me. So, in the meantime, right now she lives at at a place known as Old Man Shaggy's boarding house. Old Man Shaggy's a tortoise who wanted to run a boarding house for the longest time, thanks to his wife. Or rather, now his late wife. And it's basically a house for those that are in need, struggling, or just need a place to stay for a little while. Yeah, he's a good old man, and he's helped take care of the kid. He's a little bit high in the age range, but Hey, that's what's got the younger generation to help him with. I'm sure if you've seen my DeviantArt and/or Twitter, you've probably seen some of the characters that help take care of her. If you haven't, I highly suggest checking those places out. You know, just give you a little more insight and seeing some of the adventures and misadventures of those guys. I think it's quite, well, I try to make it wholesome while also adding a bit of slapstick comedy into it. Now, there is one thing about Pearl, but truth be told, I don't feel too comfortable talking about it in this video itself. I mean, some people can see it as but I honestly never had a problem with it. But again, it's not something I want to discuss right now, so if you've seen some of the artwork I've done of Pearl in the past, it may become clear what I'm talking about. But again, for those that are not aware, I'd actually rather that not be discussed in the comments or the chat on the side right now. You know, just keeping things all nice, safe, and sane, if you know what I mean. And if you do try and say it in the chat, I'll be watching, so yeah, I'll be watching to make sure you don't try any of that. Just make sure you keep that in mind. Of course, I'm not trying to discourage people from commenting or saying things. I always appreciate that, especially constructive criticism when I want to improve. But just the same, yeah, I think you get the general gist of it. Sometimes when I'm talking, I just feel like I'm just rambling on, and it's definitely something I feel like I need to work on. Well, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Already my back is killing me. Pardon me, folks. Trying not to slouch here, but my computer chair's as low as it can go, and I can't move my my setup here any higher. So, come on, pen. Pen! I hate it when it does this. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work and just does all that. It's supposed to be one continuous thing, but it seems to keep breaking on me. Okay, it seems to be working now. Touchy thing, I guess. But yeah, Pearl's a good kid. A bit shy, not really a fan of mice. Well, not really Mobian mice, but mice, if you get the idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, there are bird characters and flickies, so why can't there be mouse Mobians and, you know, mice? Mice. What am I suddenly from Cinderella?
Cinderella not happy. Mice not happy.
Well, either way, you get the idea. At least I hope you do. I don't know why I keep saying that. I feel like a broken record. What else is new with me? Some days I feel like I am a broken record. Come on, don't start yawning now, boy. I know it's a little late at night, but I'm not ready to go to sleep just yet. Now, Pearl did go through a bit of a design change since I first drew her. Mainly, the inspiration for Pearl actually came from Pearl Faye from the Ace Attorney series. Yeah. And the same thing, kind of went with the whole spirit medium outfit and all that. But after a while, I felt it was time to redesign her, and that eventually gave us the Pearl we know now. Or at least the Pearl that I have now. So, Yeah, just a cute little cinnamon bun who likes to make people happy. At least those that she trusts. If she don't trust somebody, she'll just try. She will just try to stay away, most likely. But she's a good kid. It takes a bit of time for her to get to know a person. Now, something actually just came to my attention. Pearl's a squirrel, and she can fly. Which kind of makes me wonder, if you're asking, is she related to Ray, the flying squirrel? No. Ray is a flying squirrel. Pearl is a squirrel. Just a regular old vanilla squirrel. So, yeah. But she flies a little bit different than how Ray does it. Honestly, I think Ray is more of a glide anyway. At least when you see his playstyle in Sonic Mania Plus. Now then. So far, so good. Okay, doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping that with the music, it's keeping you entertained while I'm being completely quiet during all this. Of course, that's definitely a big hope. Alright. There. Alright. Sometimes trying to get the general shapes right is always a pain to get. Not gonna lie, it's moments like this I wish I was able to edit again. Well, I mean, I think technically I could, because I do have a basic video editor that's apparently part of the system, this PC system, but at the same time, does that look good? I don't know. Something about that doesn't look right. Well, it's moments like this where being able to try and sketch something new comes in handy. Well, sort of new. Let me see here. Holding down the control key to make sure it stays a nice even circle. I don't want to make it too perfect. Is it the shift key? Yes, the shift key. Duh. Not control, shift. Some days it feels like I'm full up. Anyway, moving on. Well, I never said I was good at drawing perfect circles anyway. I suppose it doesn't have to be for the whole thing. It's gotta be for that part of her head. Yeah, I can be a little picky when it comes to these things, just to make sure everything looks right. It's part of my charm. What there is of it, anyway. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. we'll see how that goes. Even in the sketching phase, sometimes you have to make tough decisions. And even then, sometimes the sketch doesn't look right, and you have to do some extra doodling afterwards. I just love it when that happens. Okay, so I'm a little off, but not a big deal. Except that little bit there. I want to make sure that fits just right. Okay, there we go. Hide that. I don't think I need it anymore, but keep that tab open, or layer, I mean, just in case. You know, I think I forgot to mention, if you're wondering why I'm not keeping it at 100% when I'm drawing, well, let me show you what I mean. Let's take a look at this part of Pearl's dress here. I'll do a new layer for this example. Now let's say I went in like about 400%. Let's see, we'll go from this point down to the end. Nice and somewhat careful, you know, just for this example. Actually, no, let's go back to black. Make it easier to see. Excuse me. Okay, can I stop doing that, please? Hands. Gotta love it. Okay. That's what it looks like when it's nice and clean. Or rather, when I do it zoomed in. Now let's move this aside and show how different it would look if I stayed at 100% here. See the difference? The one where I zoom in looks a little bit more clean and clear. This one just looks like a rough, rugged, raggedy mess. Yuck! I don't like that. So that's why it's easier for me to zoom in to do it rather than do it zoomed out. Everyone's got their reasons. And I used to have raisins, but then they went bad. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I know, that was a lame one. Alright, that's one strap for coveralls. At least I think that's what they're called. Some kind of, like an overalls kind of dress thing. You know, instead of like overalls for pants, it's like overalls, but as a dress. I can never really remember what they're called. I think someone told me that they were called jumpers or something. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. If you guys know what the heck I'm talking about, feel free to let me know. Or at least help me understand this whole thing. Because this specific part of Pearl's outfit is, I've always referred to it as an overalls dress. Strange name, yes, but that's what I've always called it. Like I said, nobody's perfect. I might need some more water. Luckily, if I need to do something really quick, I can always just... Yeah, luckily my mic has a button that actually allows me to mute it. So, I'm hoping that works. I mean, I'm pretty sure it should. I can't see why it wouldn't. Let's go ahead and fill in that nose. Boop. There we go. kind of bugging me for a bit. Tells me I'm going to be at this for quite a while. Because like with Damaza the last time I did this, I'm planning on doing some shading with this. But thankfully, Pearl isn't as heavily detailed as Damaza was. If you want to call Damaza that detailed. Okay, not bad. Now let's go for the eyes themselves, the pupils. Select that area. And ready the Eclipse tool. Let's make sure I don't screw this up. As I could. And I wouldn't be happy if I did. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Now let's try and replicate it. Ah, the egg carrier theme. Always been one of my favorites in Adventure 1. Or with just Sonic in all time. Kind of a shame this theme does not play in Sonic Battle R, but oh well. Which, by the way, this recording I'm doing, I am starting immediately after recording that last video I probably just posted by now. Or rather, already posted, one or the other. Yeah, doing 2 recordings like this in one night. I must be crazy. Or I'm just determined. Or bored. Or both. You never know. Actually, whoa, wait a minute. What am I doing? Save that for later. Or I can at least do this part. Now the shine in her eyes. Let's do the outline on that right here. But I don't think I will. It looks kind of weird. We'll just leave it at that for now. Add a little bit of that to make the hair actually look more like hair. It's a little technique I've developed recently, which I apparently forgot on this, but leave it. Not that big a deal. Besides, she's a Sonic character. A cartoon, pretty much. I don't think we need to worry about those kind of details too much. Unless you were maybe in one of those more adult-rated cartoons, but nah. She's too good for that. She's too pure for this world. Well, you know what I mean. Alright. Not bad. Not really good, but not bad. I gotta give myself a little more credit than that. Alright, I'm gonna try and freehand this one. Good enough, I guess. Yeah, it'll do. Where's her other ear over there? I'm not going to have that stick out like that. There we go. That's better. What song is this? Oh. Blue cube. Meh. I never really cared for the Wisp powers. Kinda wish they'd be gone by now. I mean, they kinda work in Team Sonic Racing. Kind of. But as for core powers, they should have been gone long ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Wisps are cute, but I think they should have just stayed in Sonic colors, to be honest with you. That's just me. Alright. That. I should really run a timer or something to see how long I've been going at with this. So apparently, if I were to open my open this thing, my screen recorder, for some reason it gets cut out. Like as you probably may have seen during my Damaza video, my outro got cut off because I opened that up too soon. Luckily, I've learned my lesson since then. So I have to open it after I do the outro, rather than during. Good. So let me ask you something. Have you figured out what's so special about this drawing yet? Well, I'm not giving any more hints just yet. But as we get closer and closer to the finish line, so to speak, you may or may not get another hint. Okay then. Here's the other button. The other strap. May not be online with the sketch, but it's close enough, which is good enough for me. You know, funnily enough, when I was sketching this, I was actually listening to Robotnik's theme from Sonic Sat AM. Yeah. A dark, sinister theme was playing while I was sketching this. This cute little thing was being sketched to creepy, sinister music. Does that make any logical sense to you? No? Well, it makes no sense to me either. That little scrunchy thing she has for the back of her hair. Because, yeah, she's got a lot of hair. Alright, that's good. Not bad. Probably get to the ponytail later. So, yeah, she's got quite a ponytail there. Right now, we've still got more to do. What should I focus on next? Well, I still gotta do her eyelashes, so I guess I'll work on that next. Plus this. There we go. Good enough. Heh, good enough. Tricky part's gonna begin. Okay, so far so good. No, too soon. Too soon. It's gotta go all the way. All the way. Go down all the way. For some reason I can't speak any syllables. They come out so wrong, and everyone laughs at that, which makes me feel bad. I am such a sensitive soul. Yeah, true statement. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little too sensitive. Which kind of makes it hard for me to get along with people, I suppose, because what? I don't know. Just felt like saying that. I don't know why I felt like saying that, because it makes absolutely no sense at all. But then again, there are times I feel like I just question myself a lot. Well, that's living, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's fix that little spot there. There we go. That's better. Now there's the liner. Now for the lashes themselves. This will be a little tricky, I think. But at the same time, I think I can make it work. Alright, good. Thankfully, layers are a thing. adjust that. There we go. Excuse me again. Apparently my dinner is biting me. Or it was my lunch. Or last night's dinner, I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Either these extensions are very, very short, or I'm taking longer than I thought. Let me guess, this is another wisp power. Considering how short it is, yes. Wish I knew what it was, but at the same time, I don't really care. Yakker's Plea. Honestly, one of my favorite of the cutscene themes in the game. In Sonic Colors, that is. It's just... feels like you could use it in anything, really. Which is probably why I use it in that Smash 4 short, Make More. Although I suppose I could have used it a little better, but... eh. And again, I wasn't really into really making it a full-time thing anyway. Okay. Now we just select this and get rid of that bit. There. Perfect. Looks pretty good, pretty good. Oh, not bad, not bad. Nubian, huh? Outlanders. They look around here. They no buy. Why nobody buy? Yeah, I'll just stick with aliens if that's okay with everybody. I had to say that. I just had to make that quote, because just... the music just calls for it, really. I don't know. Gamma Steam. Probably the only main theme song I have in this playlist. Because mostly everything I have here is non-vocal. Unless you count some of the Technos Earth. Yeah, that. Unless you count that as lyrics, I think Gamma Steam counts as having no lyrics. Either way, it's a good listen. Kind of a shame that Gamma had to die, but... well, he was a robot still, and he did do some bad. Plus, if he hadn't exploded at the end of his story, well, that little birdie that was with Amy all this time probably would have never had its family reunion in the end. But then again, sometimes it makes you wonder, what would have happened if Amy arrived at the egg carrier while Gamma was fighting Beta Mark II? Kinda makes you think, doesn't it? Like, maybe she thinks there was a way to keep Gamma functional while also freeing the little bird. Like, maybe bringing him to Tails or something to fix his power core or make an alternate energy source? I don't know. It's just thought. Food for thought. Chili dogs for thought. Would make an interesting what if, but I don't think I'm comfortable making a Sonic what if, to be honest with you. I am planning on making a Dragon Ball what if. Kind of similar to what, I think it's Saiyan Salad, or along with Masako X and, yeah, something kind of similar to their styles. But kind of doing it my way, of course. No, not Cell's way. My way. It's been... okay so far getting it done, but... At least I got something of a visual thing for one of the characters I'm going to use. It's actually one of my Xenoverse 2 characters, let's be real here. But, just been running into a lot of writer's block, honestly. Well, that's what happens when you try and write things. You end up getting writer's block and can't really get far. Funnily enough, at the same time, also trying to write a little Splatoon mini fanfic featuring my characters in that. Well, this is more so featuring one of my characters, which, if you've been watching my Splatoon 2 videos, you know, the ones that I'm just playing online without commentary, mostly. And, yeah. I think in the first few videos of that, I switched to my characters via the amiibos, and pretty much explain each character briefly, what their playstyle is, etc., etc. So, yeah. I'm start drawing out these papers from scratch, because I realize that these small ones here are a bit too small. About there, okay. There. Not perfect, but it'll do. And another one right about here, like so. That. There. That right there, okay. Have you figured out what it is I'm drawing yet? Well, if you haven't, stick around. Like I said, this is probably, and I hope this is the last time I say it. I'm kind of getting tired of hearing it coming out of my own mouth. At the end of this, you'll get the answer as to what it is I'm doing. Let's take a look at the full sketch one last time, and see if you can get the hint, get the idea. Alright, that's enough of that. Go for the cuff of her glove here. I think it's what it is, a cuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I love hearing the main theme to Sonic Mega Collection. Definitely one of my favorites. Sometimes I wish I could do like another GMV to this music. Like a Sonic Celebration or something, I don't know. Hopefully all the good things, of course, so I'd probably leave out Forces and such. But I can't really say for sure about Forces because I still have yet to play it. Now before you say I'm not missing much, yes, I heard it before, I've heard it a lot sometimes. But I have it now on my Xbox. But I just haven't played it yet. I intend to give it a try, because after watching a video playthrough of the game, it actually doesn't look that bad, but I won't know until I play it myself. Maybe the person who played it had a lot of practice, I don't know, hard to say, who can say. I just want to experience it myself before I pass my own judgment. That's also kind of why I want to avoid, like, reviews and spoilers, what have you, for, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that just came out. I'm hoping to get those for the holidays, as you know, it's kind of what my family does on my father's side. Kind of do, like, a gift thing. It's not like an exchange, but we kind of just make lists of things we want for Christmas, or whatever holiday that y'all would celebrate, if you celebrate at all. And, yeah. I think you get the general idea of what I'm getting at here. And now for the rest of the basket. A little basket of goodies with little papers. Perfect, I don't think. But I think I can make it just a little bit bigger than the sketch has. Alright, and... Close enough. Okay. Alright, I think now we can focus on the ponytail. After another quick stretch or back crack. Usually helps to take off the headphones. Doing a high stretch. Just glad that none of the cracks that I hear don't catch in the mic. I'm definitely happy for that. That goes right about there, I think. Alright. Add a little bit of that. Let's give it that hair type of illusion. Or something like that. Hello? I did not want to do that. Something I noticed. Sometimes this artist pen of mine or drawing tablet likes to act a little finicky every once in a while. Like sometimes it'll even work when the pen isn't even touching the pad. If it's like just hovering over the darn thing, it'll for some reason react as if it's touching. That's kind of annoying, but it happens sometimes. I don't think. I know. I don't think you know either. Typical Three Stooges banter. Gotta love it. That kind of reminds me. It's one of my favorite lines from the Three Stooges. Try and picture this. Shemp Howard, the stooge that ended up replacing Curly, even though Shemp was one of the originals before Curly joined in. Shemp is a little under the weather in the short. Not for real, it's just, you know, part of the script. So, this doctor that apparently Larry knows and can like save the boys money. Yeah, right. Let me try and think. Well, after pulling out a bad tooth that was apparently causing him a rash, how I don't know. Apparently the doc suggested that the boys go away camping for a while. Even provides them with a car for $900 and some camping gear. So after he leaves to get the stuff, Mo and Larry start fantasizing about what it would be like to go camping. And so at that moment, that's when Larry's like, "Yeah, we can camp near a lake and catch all the fish we can eat. You know fish is great brain food." And then Mo responds, you know, you should fish for a whale. Get out of here. Just the way he delivers it. You know, you should fish for a whale. That's just hilarious. It always makes me chuckle at that part. It's one of my favorites. Funnily enough, that short also got something of a remake that reused stock footage. Well, in the very beginning, with some new footage. Apparently, Mo and Larry are discussing how to cure Shemp. That's when Larry brings up that doctor friend of his. So, let me voice act it for you guys.
I'll probably use this for Larry.
And probably this for Mo, or something like that. You'll get the idea.
Let me go get this guy, Mo. He can cure Shemp like that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Only fools are positive.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You get away from... You have to admit, Mo walked into that one. That's why you never say only fools are positive, if you're positive. That's what you get for opening your big mouth, I guess. Always gotta watch what you say. Gotta reap what you sow, after all. Whatever that means. Now, there are some phrases I just don't get. Oh well. This is I have to get them. Okay, let's go for a little detail work here. Select all these. Zoom out just a little. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. Alright. Just a squeeze part here. And this one here. This one right here. There. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, definitely looking good. So far, so good. Well, now let's get back to the dress. Or overalls, or jumpers. Whatever these are supposed to be called. A little bit of that for a fold effect. Add a bit of that. Alright, do that. Bit of this. Alright, that's good. You have to admit, Sonic Unleashed has some pretty awesome music. But then again, when it comes to Sonic games, for the most part, they got some good music. Honestly, can't think of anything that doesn't work in Sonic. Well, except maybe the music from the Saturn version of Sonic 3D Blast. Well, maybe that's just biased, because I've been listening to the Genesis version for a long time, so I'm more used to that. It's really hard to say, honestly. I set that right about there, okay. The flowers will definitely come later. But, whoops, wrong button. Let's flip this over and make it a little easier for me. Okay. Now again. For over here. Okay. Actually. last ones are a bit much. Okay. I think that's good. Now, let's bring her tail to life. Sort of. Try and add some fluff to this tail. The thing is, with Ray the Flying Squirrel, apparently his tail is a bit more rounded. So I kind of want Pearl's tail to be more like a traditional squirrel tail, with a bit more fluff to it rather than just a big round cylinder thing. I don't know. Kind of like the head of a gummy worm, I guess. That's probably the best I can describe Ray's tail. At least when you look at the design in Sonic Mania. There it is, I think. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I need to get some more water, so be right back. Hope this works. Okay, that's better. Hopefully that worked. Now then, let's get back to work, if you want to call this work. Now, I do have some sad news to relate. This is mainly for those that have not followed me on Twitter or pay attention to my community tabs. But back in September, I had a loss in the family. No, it's not someone from my immediate family, but someone who was family to me. You remember with the last art video I did, there were some certain cries in the background every once in a while? Of a certain furball always trying to get my attention? Yeah. Back in September, poor Muffy passed away. It was hard to deal with. Honestly, it was probably the hardest I've ever been hit from losing a pet. Because I've had her for almost 18 years. Well, at least she lived a good life. And I did the best I could to take care of her. I mean, apparently most people are shocked that she lived for 18 years. So, yeah. At least now she's with her mama. And her auntie. And I'm guessing by now her sister and her brother. This music really isn't helping much. I'm starting to feel tears forming again, but... I guess it doesn't hurt me that much right now. Granted, it's still something I've noticed, but... oh well. Well, like I said, she lived a good life, and I did my best to take care of her. I guess in a way, Muffy was the first pet that was really mine, and not just shared with the family, you know? Alright, it's not a bad-looking tail. Not a bad-looking, floofy squirrel tail. I wasn't sure what that music was, but now I know. Mystic Cave Zone from Sonic 2. If I remember right, this is extended, right? Yeah, I think it's a 10-minute extension. Hope you guys don't mind! I mean, it's a good beat, don't get me wrong. At least with that, I'm almost done with Pearl's line art. You know, speaking of community tabs, I wonder if any of you guys even notice my community tabs when I post them. It's like I only get like 2 notices and that's it. But then again, a large amount of you viewers are not subscribed, so if you like my content... no, I'm not going that far. I'm not gonna stoop to that level. At this point, I think my YouTube career is pretty much meh at this point, so... I had fame once, not so much anymore. And you know what? I don't care about that anymore. Now I just want to do things the way I want to, and people have a problem with it, well, poo on them. I just want to do my things and just be me. That's all I really want. Whoop. Sorry if you caught that, my other hand kind of bumped into the mic. It's kind of hard to do that, honestly. With how my computer desk is all set up, it's kind of hard for me to keep the mic close to me while also making sure I have access to my keyboard and all that. I just wish I had a bigger desk. Well, some things can't be helped, I suppose. No, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, trying to get these things those things exactly with this tablet's a little bit, well, sometimes it's just not very fun. Hate it when this happens. Oh well, that's what eraser tools are for. Use every tool at your disposal. good enough. Go ahead and fix this a little. There we go. And you never know, there may be eagle eyes when they see the full version. Right. And there, like that. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, that's one shoe and 1 foot, though not quite finished yet. There we go. Now to add a more 3D-ish illusion, if you want to call it that. Good enough, I think. For the other leg. No, not quite. Yeah, I'll just use the line tool. Oh my god, that's cheating! No, I've been over this before. Use it. Use any tool at your disposal. I'm getting tired of this song already, aren't you? I just get up to get some water and I'm still feeling stiff. Hooey. Alright. So far, so good. Lost World. I suppose I probably should have asked earlier, but you think this kind of a video works better with music or without music? I'll leave that up to you. Like, if you just want to hear my nerdy voice alone, or do you want to hear it with music to try and soothe it a little? Okay, I'm kind of kidding on that last part, but, well, the nerd part anyway. Eh, who am I kidding? I'm a nerd. I'm not afraid to admit it. Well, at least when I'm not face to face with somebody. Yeah, if that don't say how much of a coward I am. I think I've said too much there. As Hagrid would say, I shouldn't have told you that. Almost done. Now for the soul. Itchy eyes. Alright, I do believe that's it for the line art. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'd say that's almost everything. I just realized I missed a spot. Alright, get that into position. And okay. Ah, my eye again. Come on. I had a plan for this whole thing, and I don't want it to be ruined. That's the thing with me and plans. Feels like every time I make one, something always goes wrong. Alright. Looks good. Don't to see the full sketch anymore. Alright. There. That's better. Don't worry about the floral pattern on her dress. That'll come later. In fact, it's going to come right about now because we're going into the color phase. At least that's what I call it. Okay. We'll start with everything that's white, which is her gloves, and her eyes, and her nose. Cute little nose. So cute. Hey, come on. You gotta admit, Pearl looks cute. You can't say she doesn't. I mean, you could, but you'd be wrong. Okay, I'm kidding. I wouldn't go that far. Right, now for the cuffs. Yeah, the cuffs of her gloves are actually different than the rest of her. It's one of the unique traits. Whoops! One of the unique traits I had on her. Right, just slightly darker. I don't know if you can tell, but yes, they are a little darker. Red just plain white. Alright, let's go to this. Start with the inside. Whoops. Inside. I said inside of her ears and then her muzzle. That's a more lightish sky blue, if you want to call it that. Now the coup de grace. A little bit of this, and this, and this, and this, and this one, that one, that one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one, that one, that one, this one, that one, this one. You get the idea. You know you've watched too many Looney Tunes when. Alright, and boom. There's her blue color. Alright, now let's go for the hair. Yeah, the soles of her shoes next. I'll do the soles next. We'll just select these. Why am I giving you a play-by-play? I don't know. I probably can't see because... Yep. There they are. There it is. I got it. Same color as everything else, I suppose. Alright. Let's turn it. Zip all these. Alright. Alright, there's her hair. Yeah, her hair is not the same as her fur. Hey, if Sally Acorn can look like that, who says any other character can't? Alright, for the scrunchie. And this blue for the buttons. Alright. Now for the dress and shirt. And shoes. Yeah, the dress and shirt share the same colors as her shoes. Figure it's a way to not have too much of a color, too much on the color palette. And you know, I set up the shoes in a specific way to make it a little easier to tell. At least I hope it does. Her shirt is purple. So the top of her shoes are purple. And her dress is more of a dark blue. So that means the bottom part of her shoes are blue as well. Get it? Purple on top, blue on bottom. Purple on top, blue on bottom. Ain't that clever? Alright, now for her eyes. This is where the fun begins. Now we're gonna color those in. Now we go to this again. Alright. Let's see if I can get this set up just right. Right around the center. At least I hope it is. Wait a minute, I'm going too fast, I'm going too fast. I forgot there's one more step that I added for myself. Select the lighter tone. And go just like this. That's a little bit too high. No. No, just a little bit. Alright, good enough. Okay. Now, I go to this thing. You have to admit, the boss theme from Sonic Advance is definitely an imitating one. Imitating? Intimidating. Holy cow, can I not speak tonight? Well, then again, it's getting close to midnight my time. So I'm obviously going to be staying up later than I normally would. At least later than I would normally like to. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that actually doesn't want to stay up past midnight. But, in the name of art and a good video, I shall do it. I want to make sure that any viewers that do watch me have a good time. Even if I'm probably not the best at it. Alright, there's that. Set this down. Activate that. Because now it's time for the shine. Or something like that. Or did I have it too? I had the shine up here. Do I want it on that end, or do I want it on the other? Well, I'll try it as I originally intended and see how it looks. Yeah, I'd say that looks pretty good.
Such a cute face. How can you say no to a cute little face like that?
Okay, that sounds a little bit creepy, but...
Come on! She's a cutie pie!
Alright, that's enough of that. ML's theme. Yeah, some people think it's pronounced Emerald because of the R. Remember, that's how I used to pronounce it when I first saw his name. But then I saw Sonic X. Sure, it was the English dub, but at the same time, the Japanese dub calls it ML as well, so I just assume that's how it is, that the R is silent. That's what I've always known him by. So to me, he's always been ML the Gizoid, not Emerald the Gizoid. Okay, I want to choose a color for this. I think I'll make it a very bright pink one. Yeah, let's say she chose a very colorful paper for this. Okay, we'll go with that. They almost kind of look like tickets in a way. So cute. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, actually, I could just use multiple colors. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Now, what I can do for this... Well, first of all, I can just make that disappear. You see there's only just that little area? If I move tolerance to 0, and I just choose one little bit, there. Only that bit gets colored. That's a very clever little thing I can do. Don't you think? Okay, go for a little blue here. Make that more of this. Okay, I think I'll make this one a blue color. Probably one back here. Finish. Alright, next one I think I'll do more of a yellow color. A nice bright yellow. I want to make sure there are lots of color options. Okay, good enough. Next, I think a nice green like that. That over here and that over there. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's a tolerance back up to what it was. Alright. Excuse me. I just realized I still gotta take care of the basket details. I want to look one of those woven baskets, if you know what I mean. This is gonna be tricky. At least for me, because I'm not quite used to drawing things like that. Alright. Another sip of water. That's better. At least I hope it is. Drawing wrist, a nice little stretch here. Sure, that is good to go. You know, I'm almost tempted to get my last last can of Mountain Dew to keep me awake. I just realized something about the basket doesn't look right. Let's try and fix that. No, you didn't touch. See, that's what I mean about this stupid thing. It likes to think that it's working when it's not even touching. It's annoying. I hate it. Okay, that's a little better. A little. Let's add something like this as well to make it look like it's attached. Kind of. You know, those extra little details. They can go a long way, you know. Alright. Now, the fun begins. I think I'm actually going to look it up on my phone. See if it'll help. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look. What to use? What to use? All kinds of basket designs I can choose from. Different kinds of basket drawings. Yeah, I think I've got it. I've got something, all right. Good. Okay. I'm gonna do this easily, though. I need to rotate this thing. There. Alright, let's see if I can actually do this. Well, I'm pretty sure I can. It's a matter of how well I can do this. Luckily, it does not need to be perfect. It just needs to look good. I don't even know if this looks good, to be honest with you. But based on what I've just seen, looking it up, I think I might be able to pull it off. Maybe. But then again, I can always be wrong. I will say, trying to do those small little motions with such a big hand is definitely... It almost feels a little stressing on the arm for some reason. Not really a fun feeling. Life ain't perfect. Nothing's perfect. This artwork isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The president isn't perfect. Yeah, I think you get where I'm going with this. You won't tell him. I won't tell him. I will stay in one piece. I quote a lot on movies and cartoons a lot, don't I? Well, probably comes from watching them for so long. There's gotta be an easier way for me to do that without hurting myself. Alright. Good enough, I guess. Let's rotate this thing right back. Woo! Hello, Pearl. Look at you with those cutie eyes. Wow, that sounded really creepy. I did not mean for it to come out like that. I apologize. Woo! Man, I am just really, Yeah. Let's just drop that, huh? Okay, that doesn't look too bad. It'll do. Alright. I guess that's just about as ready as it's gonna be. Oh, there's still something else I need to do. That's the floral pattern for Pearl's dress. Yep, the time has come at last. Now, let me see. I gotta do this carefully. Carefully schmerfully. I'll just do it the way I've always done it. Winging it. Now, the way I do the floral pattern on Pearl's dress, it's kind of simple. I just do like, well, one way to do it is like, just doodle-doodle-doo, a doodle-doodle-doo, a doodle-doodle-doo, and a doodle-doodle-doo. If you use sound effects for ideas. But one of the way I've learned to do it is, it's like writing an 8, but continuing the circuit, like so. Ain't that slick? It's one way to get the floral pattern in. Now, luckily with Pearl, her dress doesn't have to, they don't need to look like actual flowers. They just need to be like a type of pattern, if you will. Nothing's perfect. Not everything needs detail. Now I bet you're thinking, hey, wait a minute, you're messing it up! Not exactly. If you've seen Pearl before, you're probably thinking that, but don't worry. As I always say, there is a method to me madness. What there is of it, anyway. Do a bit like this there. Don't worry, this won't stick around. I have a plan. You probably already figured out the plan. Okay, good enough. Trying to add some form of depth or whatever to these things isn't exactly easy, I'll say that. Imagine if someone tried to animate Pearl with this kind of dress. I'm sure that'd be a pain. And the song is ending. We're moving to the next one, I guess. That was a nighttime introduction from Unleashed. And Won't Stop, Just Go, aka the theme of Green Forest from Sonic Adventure 2. Aka the most overhyped game there is. Yeah, sorry to say, if you haven't seen my Sonic Adventure, Let's Play, I've stated that, well, at least I think I have. Adventure 2 is not one of my favorite Sonic games anymore. I mean, it's an alright game, don't get me wrong, but that is one game that has not aged well. You think Sonic Adventure 1 hasn't aged well? I think Adventure 2 hasn't aged well either. But we're not here to get into that. Let's select the button blue again, because that's what I use for the inside of the flowers. Oops. I want this. There's a lot of selecting to do, but it will be worth it in the end. But there, okay, good. a lot of selecting, isn't it? We're almost done. No, there's no floral pattern on the straps. None of that. Nor on the inside of her dress either. Alright, and so hold shift, all colored in. As for this, adjustments, invert. There we go. That's more like it. I put that, make sure that's merged. Now just select all this and that. Alright. Just go back to this one. Copy. Delete. New layer. Paste. There we go. There's a floral pattern and nothing else is ruined. I guess. Then I just put that on top of the color layer. Alright. Not a bad bit of work if I say so myself. But then again, who asked me? Alright, now I just gotta color the basket. Let's see, what is a good color for a basket? There's a little more right in there. No, that's a little too much. I tell you, trying to come up with the right colors isn't exactly easy, is it? Alright, now select the basket bit itself. Alright, let's see how it looks. Yeah, looks like a basket. Could have fooled me. Alright, that's the flat color. But now we're at the midnight mark. We're not finished. Or rather, I'm not finished. Let's go ahead and make a duplicate layer of the colors. Go for like, let's see. Actually, no, let's go to black and white. Contrast, but the contrast is 0 there. And up the brightness. Do it again, but this time have contrast all the way. Make it nice and white. Okay. Almost to 0, and now let's choose a color. And we'll go with this. Alright, good enough. And luckily, we still have the main color layer. At least that won't be an issue. And add the shading. And it's gonna be a while, I know that. But it'll be worth it, I hope. Where to start? Well, I guess with this paper. I gotta set the tolerance back up to the way it was. I can't really think of anything else I can talk about at this point. I think I'm all talked out. Sorry, I thought I saw something. Oh yeah, Toxic Caves from Sonic Spinball. Probably not one of the better games that Sonic and Sega team have produced. But at least it had some redeeming qualities, like the music again. I admit that the music was badass. Or at least it knew how to kick some ass. Sorry about the use of words there. If you are for some reason sensitive to it. Trying to make sure that I don't overdo that. The tail is definitely going to be the fun one to color shade in. Whew. Warm in here. The heat's definitely on, all right. Whoops, wrong layer. I just love it when that happens. I don't. Is this another 10-minute extension? No, it isn't. Okay, then. For some reason I thought it might have been, but I guess not. Alright. Let's try and sharpen that a little bit. That looks a little better. My finger's bugging me. Well, luckily the shading is supposed to be the last part. At least I hope it'll be. And again, I'm getting close to that 2-hour mark. I think. Or take a check to see how long this has been going on. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. As the late Danny Wells once said when he was acting as Luigi for the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, waste not, want not. So far, so good. Wrong layer again. Hate it when I do that. Then again, don't we all hate it when we do that? Final Zone. The first final boss ever in the Sonic series. You can sure tell the intensity, huh? Well, unless I didn't hear it right, I think it's kind of a shame they didn't use a remix of this during the final battle in the Sonic movie. Oh well. Maybe they'll add a few more remixes in the sequel. I will say the Sonic movie is definitely one of the better films out there. If you haven't seen it, I suggest giving it a try. Jim Carrey definitely plays a good Robotnik. Some may say he carries the film, but I don't know. That kind of makes it sound like you're just putting down the film for everything else except that one actor, you know? Doesn't exactly seem fair. Matter of fact, the way I see it these days, feels like everybody wants to compare things to the old ones. Like, okay, let's bring up Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, for example. Some, apparently, well, at least one that I know, but I will not say by name, because I do not believe in witch hunting or anything like that. Well, I'm sure this will go for others as well, but I'm kind of getting off topic. Apparently, they keep comparing the remakes to the originals. And, like, it's not just for the remakes of games, like, remakes of movies as well. Like Aladdin, for example. I love that film. I think that was a great remake. But there are some people that just keep comparing it to the original, saying not as good, Robin Williams was better, blah blah blah. And all I'm thinking, and I know I'm not alone on this one, it's like, we're here to just watch and enjoy a movie. Who cares what it's like compared to the original? What? Instead of comparing it, why not just enjoy it for what it is? And not worry if it stays true to its original counterpart or not. That's up to the critics. Are you a critic? No. So just shut up, stop whining, and just enjoy the movie for what it is. That's just how I think it should be seen, but no. Apparently that's not the case with everybody else. Then again, I'm just one random dude on the internet doing whatever. Compared to the majority of other people out there, what have I got? What is my word compared to theirs? That's what kind of makes it hard for me to say my opinions on things, because I know that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but when it comes to things like the movies and such, it always feels like everyone else has the same opinion, and mine's the only one that's different. And that, in turn, makes me feel kind of left out when it comes to these conversations. because I feel like I actually can't say squat without being told or given counterpoints against my own opinion, which makes me feel like that maybe I should change my opinion because of that, when that's really not how I feel. You know what I mean? It's almost like people want to point out these quote-unquote facts just to force people to change their opinions to match their own. And that doesn't feel fair to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking things, but that's just how I feel, that the way some opinions are just broadcasted these days. I kind of went to this whole schmeal before in my Lego Star Wars LP, but whatevs. Okay, as great as this thing is, it's a little bit too short. Alright, Death Egg Zone Act 2. That's not too bad. I don't need the color palette anymore. Now suddenly imagine what it would be like if men on the internet added lyrics to this. That'd be interesting to hear, I'll say that much. So far, so good. I've been saying that a lot, haven't I? Done with the eyes just yet. guess I have to do the other lash anyway. The hair. Okay, pretty sure I hit the 2-hour mark now. This is already going on longer than the Damaza video, I think. Okay. Not bad. I don't like it. Really doesn't need to be like that. There we go. Make it a little more subtle, I think. I say as I just unsubtleize the end there. Unsubtleize. Is unsubtleize even a word? If it isn't, dibs. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Why would I call dibs on a silly word like that? Right, that's not bad. Not finished with this selection yet. Again, why am I giving a play-by-play? Then again, I kind of run out of things to really talk about. Times like this, I kind of wish I had company, but most of the company I know is probably busy. So, once again, I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. I'm gonna get copyright striked. Wouldn't be the first time. I don't know either. I really need to know, do you guys really think that my quote-unquote singing is cringe? Give it to me straight. Don't hold anything back. For the hair, or at least that part of it, the bangs. Now let's go for the scrunchie next. Let's see how it looks. Alright, good start. Good shading start. Whatever. Okay. Well, here we go. Metropoliso. Yeah, for some reason I used to have something like that in my head whenever I heard this song, but I can't really sing it myself right now. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little out of it. And again, it's late. I should probably be thinking about going to bed now, but I'm too in the zone. And I don't mean AutoZone. In the zone, I'm doing Sonic art. Wow. How did I not see that before? Art Zone, Act 1. Like that would ever catch on. Gotta be that Eggman. Gotta be that Eggman. Gotta be that Eggman. Hold it. Her ear. Can't forget the end of that. Oh boy. Now her ponytail. I must be tired. But I can't stop now. Wrong layer again. Oops, I guess I missed a bit. You know, when it comes to shading on Sonic characters, it's kind of hard to tell what should be shaded and what shouldn't. You know what I mean? There's that. Let's get rid of that little bit over here. There. Sound like a drunken cat. Meow, 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 meow. You gotta admit, that actually sounds kind of convincing. Don't worry, I don't drink. I really am drinking water. Maybe I should have done this tomorrow night when I had a little more time, but oh well. I'm here now. I'm neck deep into this. No sense in trying to turn back the clock now. Did it again. Excuse me. Okay, good song, but too long. Ah, the opening to Sonic Unleashed. I hope this isn't getting me copyrighted. I feel like some music is kind of making me take a risk here. Well, hopefully, wrong layer again. Hopefully it all goes well. Okay. So I gotta ask, have you figured it out yet? Pretty sure you would have by now. If you still haven't, well, that's okay. I won't think any less of you. I don't think any less of anybody, really. Well, except one individual, but I don't want to get into that topic. Not exactly something I feel is worth discussing in a YouTube video. Unless that was... Can I stop touching the mic? Unless it was specifically marked to be discussing a topic like that. Okay. Alright. Boom! Supersonic. I mean, it's kind of obvious to tell with the music after you've played the game, and or seen the cutscenes a lot of times. Not sure how shading of papers is supposed to work, but I think that'll do. Honestly, I think the cutscenes for Sonic Unleashed, they were definitely well made. At least the more cinematic ones. I mean, if you were to just look at the opening cutscene for Unleashed, you can see on certain close-ups a lot of detail on Eggman. Like, he looks so realistic, while still keeping his, you know, cartoonish look. If that makes any sense. Missed a spot. You know, this actually brings me to a point. In Sonic Colors, like near the end of the game, apparently Cubot was telling Eggman that apparently that Sonic has always foiled Eggman's plans. Doesn't even know a plan he didn't stop. Then Eggman's of course is trying to defend himself, but then Cubot's like, well, here's the thing. But then Eggman's like, he hasn't stopped all my plans. And Cubot counters him with, name one. And Eggman doesn't know how to answer. But I do. In Sonic Unleashed, Sonic couldn't stop Eggman from building Eggman Land. Okay, maybe that wasn't his ultimate goal, but if you think about it, he didn't stop Eggman from building the area. So I guess that's kind of something he couldn't stop? Then again, he couldn't stop Eggman from rebuilding the egg carrier in Sonic 3. Egg carrier? Death egg, I mean. Blah, 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 blah. I am sleepy. I am getting sleepy. Still, I think you get where I'm trying to go with this. That's just the way I see it. But, Just never really seen anyone really discuss that before. So, you know, I just kind of thought I'd bring it into the limelight, you know? And of course, now we have one of my favorite daytime themes. I used to call it Apodos, but apparently with one of that Sonic Twitter takeover thing, it's apparently pronounced something else. I already forget how they pronounced it. All I know is it wasn't Apodos. What was it, Apatos or something? I mean, I guess technically that does sound like what they said. I think. Then again, you never know. I mean, the only continent in Unleashed that was ever mentioned by name in a cutscene was Spagonia. Everything else was just kind of fair play, and open to everyone's interpretations. But you know, speaking of the Sonic Twitter takeover thing, can I just say that I'm glad that they actually finally addressed Cream's mother by name? Well, at least that's what the voice actors did. They finally addressed her as Vanilla, and not just Cream's mother or something like that. Yeah, Cream's mom does indeed have a name. It's official. It is canon now. Well, if you want to call it that. Hard to even tell what Sega and Sonic Team are even doing these days anyway, but I don't want to discuss that again. It's really hard to tell what they're doing these days. And honestly, I don't care at this point. Whatever they do, that's their business. I'm not going to make it mine. I just want Cream back, of course, but... That's just the way I see things. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Just tiredly rambling. I guess my brain is already starting to fall half asleep. Well, hopefully once this is done, I'll head to bed. Of course it'll be finished. What am I talking about? Like I'm gonna stop midway. Especially when I'm this close. No way. I'm not gonna be that dumb. Okay, I suppose it's not really a matter of smarts. It's more a matter of something else I can't think of right now. How does that even look? Manageable. Alright. I think I should do the rest of the basket next. Like every inch of it, I think. And I'll save that part afterwards. Go a little crazy with this one. random, yes, but I think it gives the basket a little bit of character. I think. Good enough. Alright. Cannon's Core round 3, I think. That is the third part. Oh boy, Cannon's Core. Definitely the hardest level in Sonic Adventure 2. Which is to be expected, it's supposed to be the final level. But this is kind of one of the big reasons why I think Adventure 1 is better than Adventure 2. The emblem system. Like, trying to get all A ranks to get all the emblems, that is stupid. That's not how the emblem thing should work. The way it was done in Sonic Adventure, I personally feel like that works a little better. I remember where my life source is supposed to be for this. I mean, honestly, some of the levels in Adventure 2 feel tough enough as it is. Like, I can just barely get by some of the later ones. I always end up getting like an E rank on those things. Which shows how much I suck at the game. But either way, it's like, how do they expect gamers to get all A ranks to get every single emblem that's in the game? I just think that's a stupid idea. They should have kept the same formula from Adventure 1. At least that's no longer a thing to worry about with the current games, since emblems aren't a thing anymore. Now it's just an overall ranking system and red star rings. Yeah, I don't get it either. I guess it'll do. I need another stretch.
Another stretch, pretty activating. Oh, backity.
If this goes on any longer, I'll hit the 3-hour mark. That'll make it kind of ridiculous compared to what I did with Demaza. Well, at least it's almost finished. Just gotta take care of her legs, socks, and shoes next. That's all that's left. pinky on my right arm's starting to cramp up a little. Well, thankfully, I'm getting close to completion. I am indeed getting close. And another wisp power. I gotta remove those themes from the playlist. They're really short and worthless. I don't like how I feel about the wisp powers and colors in general. Yes, Sonic the Fighters. Definitely one of the better themes playing right now. One playing on Sonic's stage, apparently. I guess I'm so tired I don't even want to keep humming now. Huh. Imagine that. I'm in full concentration mode now. I've hardly said anything for a while. Whoops. Almost done. Almost done. Don't know why I feel like I need to remind myself, but it's almost done. Alright. Okay. That looks pretty good. There's that little trick I mentioned in the Damaza video. Overlay. There we go. Now the shadow has a bit more color to it. I should probably add a little more. Probably not that much. There we go, help it stand out a little bit. That's 70. And put this back at 100. That should do it. As for this, make this all black now. Yeah, I probably should. Alright. There's the silhouette for what I want to do next. Let's see if I can make this work. Fragment. Maximum count. Yeah, 5 is good, I think. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that extra's too much. Okay. Nice thick outline for the outside of everything. Now this time I want to make sure that all the pointy ends actually have points to them. Which means I have some erasing to do. Kind of. Well, erasing and extra drawing, I think. Oops. I'm on the right layer at least. Leave the tail alone. Makes them look more like soft points. As for this slip, I think this is, yeah, one of my 15-minute extensions, so let's skip. Windmill Isle Night. AKA the first Werehog stage. Whoops. take care of her eyelash after this. This one's gonna be a little tricky. Or maybe not. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock and all's well. Oh, whoa, okay, huh. Okay, no thick outline for the eyelashes, then. Just the patches over there, okay. Ah, I forgot about that. Okay, does it on that side. Nice, does it on that side. There, that's better. No thick outlines for the eyelashes. No way. Not doing that again. Yeah, her hair. Forgot about that, too.
Well, don't sound like the present, son. Don't know what kind of voice that's supposed to be, but I don't care.
Almost makes me wish I was able to actually do an audition for Jasper the Jubilant. Oh well. I missed my chance. And the current guy's pretty dang good. Reminds me of Hercule Satan, actually, from Dragon Ball. So, that's definitely a good thing, I think. So far, so good. Got a few bits and pieces to go. It's true what they say, you can't rush art. Goes well. Probably not this one, though. done, my friends. Pretty sure I'm almost done. Then it's off to bed for me. Yeah. Almost done. Why I keep saying that? You guys have heard me say it before. Probably coming off as annoying. That's the same thing Rex said in Toy Story 1. We couldn't be any further from the truth. I guess. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'll do it for all of them. Why not? I don't know why this took much longer than the Damaza one. Or because I haven't been... With that one, I was still in the game, you know. Whereas right now, pardon me if you heard that, I'm rusty and just pretty much finished recovering from the dental surgery. So... Who knows at this point? I think for sure I'm definitely sleeping in tomorrow morning. Leave that one as it is. Can't see anything else that may need correction. So I think this is good. Nothing to do now. Oh, wait a minute. There is something else I want to add. Add a little bit of a shadow here. Just a typical round shadow. Nothing major. A little bit for her tail there. Okay. Now I'm gonna really blur this thing. Okay. And make it less opaque. Maybe not that little. No, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alright. Getting close to finished, but we're not quite there yet. Alright. Select all, let's crop this down to the size it should be. Alright. There we go. Ain't perfect, doesn't have to be. 23. A certain friend of mine's favorite number. And we all like to give her a playful tease about it. Keep in mind it's just playful teasing. Nothing malicious intended. Right about there, I think. So, we're almost finished with this, but not quite yet. So I'm going to ask one more time. Have you figured out what it is Pearl is doing? No? You still haven't? Well, if you already have, then good for you, but for those who have not, just give me a minute. Because I am about to demonstrate, kind of, exactly what it is she is doing. Let's select the ticket. Whoops. I keep forgetting. There. There we go, that's better. Okay. Let's see if you figured it out. Have you figured it out now? The holiday in question is Thanksgiving. But Pearl doesn't quite fully understand it, since she's still so young. So what she's doing is handing out these torn little pamphlets she's made that say thanks. So she's giving thanks. Get it? Thanks. Giving. Huh? Did you get it? Ah! Okay, yeah, I admit, that's a little bit iffy, but I think it's a cute little joke. I mean, it's better than Tanksgiving, right, Tom? Okay, enough of that. That was old, that was long ago. Don't need to bring that up here. And don't forget, because Pearl is still so young, she hasn't quite figured out how to write just yet. Or at least not write properly. So, that's the gag. Thanksgiving. I think it's a cute idea. If you guys don't think so, that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But that is that. There we go. Little Pearl giving thanks. Literally. Well, I suppose with that, for those that do celebrate... Excuse me. No. 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 Yeah, we'll go with this one. So, I suppose to end this off, I suppose I should, in the spirit of Thanksgiving anyway, give thanks to a few things. First, I want to thank my family for always being supportive of me, or at least on my mother's side. I don't think, no offense to my father, but I don't think he really understands what I do. But, well, some parents got it, some ain't. Again, nothing against him, just, yeah. A sort of father-son thing. Also want to give thanks to a bunch of friends who have always stood by me over these years. And, you know, just always having my back when they have something to support it anyway. I mean, I suppose not all my problems are solvable that easily, but, life wouldn't be fun if that were the case. And I just realized I forgot something, but you know what? I think it's good enough as it is. Well, the picture, that is. I feel like I forgot something, but, who cares? So, let me think. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching, and always been watching my stuff after all these years. Just, well, now a couple of days ago was another anniversary of my YouTube channel, but I didn't have anything planned for that, even though I couldn't really make anything for that. But either way, I thank you all for that. And, well, I want to give one last thanks to my kitty Muffy. Even though she's long gone, I just want to give her thanks for always being with me all these years. And just, even if she was a pain, I'm glad she was my pain. And I'm thankful for that. Well, that's about it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, everybody. Gonna stop the music, even though this is a good song. And... okay. That's odd. Oh. Nope, no changes to that. And... I'm gone.